you talked about like people are trying to influence and sell things which they don't believe in. That's what most of the influencers do. Okay. What do you feel? So you have been an influencer as well at an offline world. Okay. This online world, you're now getting into this. So you're getting into the world. But you've been there. You've seen it. I genuinely believe people who have been followed by, like, who have filled rooms even of 100 people know what influence means. Okay. And you have obviously filled like much larger rooms and you have done it at scale. So what do you feel like, what are online influencers doing wrong versus, because you've seen the world, you've seen the offline influencer world, you've been there, you started as a student, then you became one yourself, right? You've shared the stages with the likes of Gary Vee, and then you've been there in Tony Robbins' room. You've done all, like India, international, har jagah kar liya. So you've seen the influence game. You've seen like how people rave and become your fans, and then it becomes a responsibility. But then there's slight angle of, okay, where do I take them next? So sub game khel liya, and that's what influencers are doing. So what do you feel like, what are online influencers doing wrong? Because post-pandemic ekdam change ho gaya.
The last time I was here, I asked you, I made a statement. Do you want me to be nice or honest?
Honest.
Those same words are coming back now. Firstly, I have deep respect for the work ethic and the talent of the online influencers.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's genuine talent, and it's not as easy as people perceive it to be. Be it a finance influencer.
It's hard, guys.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Be it a finance influencer or an entertainment influencer or a fitness or a fashion influencer, it's bloody hard work,
Yeah.
right? So I have deep respect. However, if I have to, as an observer, say what they're not doing right, is that they're not able to draw the line between earned money and easy money.
Okay.
Okay. Earned money is when I use my influence to give something which is of genuine value to my audience. Easy money is when I use my influence to promote something because they are willing to pay me for a story or a reel. Okay. Even if I don't believe in it. Okay. And I have seen influencers convincing themselves when there's a client who comes or a brand who comes and says, I've seen influencers do study. I've seen influencers saying, yeah, but I do my due diligence. But essentially your due diligence at that point of time is to sell the idea to yourself so that you can sell it in a convincing manner to your audience. And later that backfires, okay? And then the influencer like, but I'm just a medium, okay? I'm like, no, bro, you're not just a medium. You have a responsibility, whether you like it or not. Okay, so I just feel that if influencers focus their talent and work ethic on either teaching what they know or trading, building a product and selling it, which is tangible for their audience, or leveraging and their capability and distribution and innovating and creating a technology for their space, that would be justice to their time, talent, capability, and value to their audience. Okay. And I think that's the future. I know you are thinking in that line.
No, I am. But what do lifestyle creators do then? This is very true for educational creators. And a lot of educational creators are information creators are moving towards this now.
Yeah.
They're trying to move. They have moved, some of them. I know few people who have who strictly said, no to brandies, nothing. I'm not going to promote anything but myself, my education, and the stuff which I teach to people. There are some ones who are dabbling, right? So the shift is happening. What about lifestyle ones? Like someone who's who's a beauty influencer. Okay. So she talks about makeup, beauty, skincare,
build
personal
a product.
care.
Trade a product. Do research, know what's really good for the skin. Instead of promoting anything and everything, do research. By now, you at least have the acumen ki what goes in.
Yeah, because
right?
you're obviously doing it.
Yeah, so do research, find a partner who can help you produce it.
Join House of X.
Go to House of X. And then go out there and tell the world, this is mine. I own this, I take responsibility for this, and I'm doing this for you. That has impact. That is influence for impact. Otherwise, it's all influence for impressing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Influence for impressing versus influence for impact.
Yeah.
No, because that's true. And I genuinely believe House of X also was started with this thing, because I think that's the next big thing. that is for anybody who has a community at large, the next big thing for them is give that community a reason or a solution of something that they all believe in is the problem.
So I'll tell you something.
That's the product.
The way I see it, when did this start? When was the tipping point? It was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, what happened? Number one, people had more time consuming content. Content creators grew. Number two, in the business world, everything had to go online. So by nature, startups grew.
Yeah.
Right? And the marriage between the startup ecosystem and the content creator ecosystem was a marriage of convenience.
True.
Okay? Because who could pay the content creator the kind of money the content creator was getting was only a startup. A traditional business will never pay an influencer 4 lakh rupees ek story ka. Right? So it was a marriage of convenience. Now in this marriage of convenience, the content creator got into bed with innocence. ये तो अच्छे इंसान है, ये विजन है, डिसरप्टर है, ये है, वो है, right? And then let's just say some of those apps, those schemes, those asset classes didn't deliver. Okay, they didn't deliver. Now what happens to the content creator? He's like, I saw promise in you. You didn't deliver on the promise. That startup won't even look at you. For the startup, you were a one night stand. तुमने स्टोरी बना दी, इतना क्या रो रहा है? But it was your audience. Right? So I think this marriage of convenience is coming to an end. अब उनके पास पैसे है नहीं देने के लिए, और इन्फ्लुएंसर समझ गया है कि भाई टुडे आई कांट पुट माई नेम अगेंस्ट एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग.
True.
Right? And now the influencer is at a stage where they're like, ab kya? And I think ab kya is what exactly you're looking at, which is build your own product, build your own
Services.
courses, build your own technologies. You have the distribution. Now build something which you can stick your neck on the line out and say, this is mine.
I don't know, that's happening at large around the world. Yeah. India, we have not seen that shift yet, but around the world it's happening. Like the next big thing for content creators, for influencers, have become their own products, their own
It's a game
courses.
of 2 years. It's a game of 2 years. I think in India, this is going to be the way of the future. I see a lot of traditional businesses finding value in partnering with influencers, where the traditional business owner is good at developing the product, manufacturing the product, giving the product. The influencer is good at the distribution and marketing. I think वो असली शादी होगी.